Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video in the room build series. And on today's episode we're going to be taking a look at a studio style apartment, but without further ado, Mr. Editor, cue the intro. So ladies and gentlemen, we are back building again in The Sims 4, and we're going to do something a little bit different from usual. So decided that I want to build a studio style apartment, so I've decided that I actually want to raise up the floor a little bit. So I'm actually going to do this on a sort of a platform, so to speak. That's 6, that's 8, that's 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So yeah, decided I want to do this on a raised platform, and decided that I want to try and build this a little bit differently from usual. So gonna actually build in some other stuff to this build, like a balcony and stuff like that. So don't ask why, just decided that I want to do something a little bit different for a change, and this is what I've come up with. So starting off, going to build the balcony area. I just punched the keyboard one, that was stupid. And then what we're going to do is I'm also going to use this time to have a chat about the changes that I've been talking about over the past couple of videos, about some changes to the channel. So don't worry, there's nothing massive changing, but a few things I should let you guys know. So starting off then, let's get the build sorted, get some of the key stuff in, and then we'll talk a bit more. So I'm thinking nice light white colours for the outside, probably something not that dissimilar to that. So that's looking good. I'm thinking a door in here, and probably something like, where is it? There it is. That's the one. Getting that in there, and I'm thinking something like that would be a nice balcony through here. And windows wise, I'm thinking a couple of windows, 2 here and 2 here, because I'm thinking this will be part of an apartment complex, or would be. So, you know, just trying to kind of gauge it off that. So windows. Do I want that? What does it look like from in here? That looks like just what I want. Okay, let's pop those in there like that. Okay, so that's looking nice and good. Cheats that are enabled on this particular build are the move object cheat and unlock gameplay entitlement. There is no debug menu enabled for this one, so yeah, just bear that one in mind. Okay, so let's get some interior colours going, get some interior walls going on, and let's get a flooring in, and then we can start talking about the things that will be going on with the channel. So interior lower walls, probably something around that size actually, come to think of it. Something probably like that actually. Let's go with, so we can put bathroom there, bedroom there, kitchen there, sitting area there. We can get a table here and maybe just some pictures or something along here. I like the sound of that. Okay, let's make this happen. Let's make this a thing. So while we are here, let's talk about the channel. So I've been alluding to some changes that are going to be coming up for the last few videos, so let's talk through them. So first things first, I know lots of you will be worried about what's changing. Am I stopping anything? What's going to happen to the videos you like? Don't worry, nothing massive is going to be changing. So the idea of what I've decided is, over the past sort of few weeks, I have been having so much fun with Pokemon. I've decided I want to make it a permanent resident on the channel, and in doing so I have to make some changes to the schedule slightly. It's nothing massive, but there will be some changes. So the first thing that's going to be changing is room builds. Room builds are actually not going to be changing. That was a complete lie. That was a complete lie just to get your sort of worry and anticipation up. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it would be funny. I'm not really sure why I thought that was funny, but you know, hey ho. So room builds staying completely the same. The only thing that might change is the format slightly, because the series, this has kind of actually been done in seasons, would you believe? There is some sort of structure to the room builds, but the season is kind of coming to an end, so there may be a small restructure, and we're going to be looking at doing a few different things. But you know, that is going to be a subtle change. Really, to be honest, I don't even think most of you will notice when the series moves over to the new one, but for me keeping track, it's very important. Now, that's one thing. So I suppose there is a subtle change, but it's really nothing to worry about. The big one is house builds. Now, what I've decided to do is house builds. I've kind of felt like I have been neglecting house builds for the last little while, and not in a good way. Not that you can really neglect in a good way, but even more so. So, house builds, I mentioned this a little while ago. I've decided that I've kind of been not really going all out on house builds anymore. I've kind of felt like I've lost some of my original flair, if we call it that. So I want to actually go in and correct that. So plan is, house builds will be changing to 1 a month. Well, it's actually 1 every 4 weeks, so you actually end up with 13 a year, but with splitting hairs. So it will be changing to 1 every 4 weeks, give or take. Now, the reason for this is this gives me a chance to absolutely up my game and take this up to a new level. So I've actually got something in the process, something currently being designed, and to give you guys some idea, it is small, but oh my god is it intricate, and it looks stunning so far. I can't wait to actually show you because it looks epic. I wish I could put a teaser up, but I really can't at the moment because it would give too much away and it will ruin the surprise, and oh god, I'm bursting inside. So yeah, this is epic. So decided that I want to change it, and I'm going to do 1 every 4 weeks. Now what am I going to do for the rest of the time? Well, you probably guessed it already. I want to actually fork the channel in half, and I'm actually going to do kind of a blend of Sims 4, and I'm also going to do Pokemon stuff, which probably is pleasing quite a lot of you, or I hope it is at least. And there's going to be some of you that are a bit disappointed there's not going to be as much Sims 4 content. Well, no, I'm afraid there isn't going to be as much Sims 4 content, but I'm still going to make damn sure there is still plenty of it. So still going to be doing room builds every Tuesday and Thursday. They're not changing. Love doing room builds. Great chance for me to talk to you guys to come into my world of randomness and kind of crazy comments. So yeah, that's not going to be changing anytime soon. The actual stuff that's going to be replacing it is, at the moment, as many of you will be aware, Pokemon Aqua is currently running on the channel, which is my Pokemon Water type playthrough of it's the Pokemon Emerald. I had to think there of what version I was playing. So yeah, it's a Pokemon Emerald playthrough, slightly modified. So what else is going to be coming? Well, I'm actually going to be bringing out another potentially couple of series. One of them is going to be in another Pokemon game, doing another style of challenge, but we're going to see what happens. And one will actually be potentially in a PC version of Pokemon, so very excited about that one. Going to do some trials, going to see what it's like, and go from there. So as for the release schedule for them, they're going to kind of go a little bit differently. I'm kind of deciding whether to alternate them. There may be bulk releases, so it may be a few get released over a weekend period. I really haven't decided, so that's where you guys will actually need to help and say how you want the videos done. Obviously bear in mind that I can't release 8 videos in one day. Even I have to draw the line somewhere, but that is really what's going to be changing there. So now, because I've kind of neglecting the room build here, let's talk a little bit about what's been done. So here's the bedroom I've got going on with the light wood tones, bedside tables, and we've even got the sort of the wardrobe kind of area here. Again, going for minimal, simplistic style. We then got the bathroom with a nice shower, toilet and sink, obviously very open planned. This is to try and keep this as a single room because I want this to be a studio. So yeah, letting a nice amount of light through here. Obviously the spotlight's running the central span of the apartment. Here's going to be the kitchen. I'm thinking whites and blacks, and I'm thinking mostly white for the sofa and maybe a subtle tone of rug or something in here, and probably another sofa here. And then maybe a white wooden table or possibly even glass is what I'm thinking to actually sit down at. But I'm possibly going to look to put a breakfast bar in the kitchen. So while I'm doing that bit, let's talk about other series on the channel. So Project Pixel has not been around for a few weeks now. That is not going anywhere. I actually like that series a lot. It's so much fun, and that's going to be sort of carrying on, and it's going to come out every so often. It's not going to be a regular kind of, I want to try and get it to a point where it's once a month, but I know reasonably, and sometimes that's not going to be amazingly feasible, so we'll see what happens with that. Big change, big change, big change. RML Life. Kind of been thinking about that one. I like what I've been doing with it. I do genuinely like it, but I'm also kind of very aware that it's not doing what maybe it should be. So I know that it's kind of a vloggy style video, and I've thought about this and thinking probably should actually be doing more of a vlog rather than kind of harsh cuts like I have been doing and putting together kind of stitched footage. So I'm thinking maybe making a change to that and kind of gauge it from there, and maybe do a bit more vloggy stuff where I'm actually talking in front of a camera a little bit more, still going out doing things, but yeah, I'm looking to make a subtle change to that. And really that kind of sums up the changes. There's not a huge amount happening, but there's enough that kind of I felt that I should probably explain what's going to be happening a little bit. So hopefully you guys like the sound of that. I certainly do. I am still looking at a possibility of a Sims 4 Let's Play. I'm still trialling the ideas for that. Sadly, my attempts at doing this over the past couple of weeks haven't worked out quite as I wanted to, so I'm currently trying to see about doing that and if it's still possible, if there's another way of doing it. So don't worry, there is still something in the pipeline, but no promises as when that's released. More importantly though is the Pokemon stuff. That is a big new step in a direction for the channel, and I'm really excited about it, so I hope you guys are as well. Now then, here is the kitchen area I was talking about. Quite pleased with how that's looking. This is sofa number 1, and what I've decided is I'm actually going to do a pair of sofas. Now, because the move object sheet is on, that allows you to place it by that door, and I actually kind of like that because I feel like you can sit out and look through the door. I'm interested to see how this works in a living situation. Possibly this door is going to be pretty broken, but I'm curious nonetheless. And what I'm going to do is put a nice center table in the form of that there, and let's put a nice rug in the center. Again, just trying to complement the tones quite nicely. Let's get some artwork on the wall. I'm liking the canvases. The canvases are new, I believe, and I'm really enjoying how these work and how these look. So I kind of want to keep putting them up. So I'm going to play with, I know there's a beach one I saw. I actually went through all the items. I've kind of been wondering about whether I should be doing this when a new game pack comes out, but I have generally, when a new game pack comes out, the first thing I do is open everything up, have a look, and kind of blitz through the items and see what's in there and kind of run through in my mind what I could do with them. So maybe I should start recording myself doing that, and you guys can get to see the items. So when a game pack comes out, I'll do a little quick video going through all the different items that have come out and thoughts and where you could do things, and maybe even there might be some creative inspiration that comes from it. So that's an interesting idea. So there we go, new potential series there. We're going to see how that one goes. Maybe not. I might even do something, backtrack and do kind of a pack update, but we'll see. We shall see. But let's get some tables and chairs in, last couple of items, and I think I really kind of want to leave this one alone actually, because I quite like how basic and simple this is. This is not an overly complex build. I think it's nice, I think it's simple, it's clean, it's elegant, and it's pretty much everything I wanted this build to be. So I'm going to pop in 3 of those, change the colours of 2 of them, and change that one to a black. And I'm probably going to say, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your build for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have liked this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It means so much to me if you do. Also, don't forget this build, along with every other build I do on The Sims 4, will be available to download on the Sims 4 gallery right this second now. So head over to my gallery page and you should be able to download this and everything else that you want. Also, ladies and gentlemen, important things down below is the links to all my playlists, including the Let's Build a Mansion series, the entire room build series, the whole of the house build series, and there should also be links for Pokemon, Let's Plays, Project Pixel, RML Life, everything you could possibly want is down in the description. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are feeling particularly cheeky and just want to watch another video, give either 2 icons on top of your screen a little bit of a click to be taken to one of my other playlists. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out, stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video.